from 86 to 89. I still hold technically a full driving license. I'm fully trained to operate the gunnery equipment, and of course I was and still probably able in charge of commanding the tank in the various conditions it operates in. Overall, I think now in hindsight, my experience in the Army, especially in a tank crew, is pretty much the same as in any other Army. Lots of work. It is a kind of dangerous life, even if you're not in combat. And you have to deal with all the design faults and positive aspects of the tank and fit your life around it for a certain period when you are on exercise and so on.
Now, you've got quite a range of experience across a number of different vehicles. I mean, especially here at the Tank Museum, we've got things like Chieftain, Challenger 1. How does T72, would you say, how does it compare to other vehicles of that same Cold War period?
Overall, I would say that Chieftain and Challenger, especially due to the different design principles, are very difficult for me to operate. I'm just not used to such a heavy vehicle. To drive it, to steer it. It behaves totally different, or both of them behave totally different to a T72, which is relatively agile for a tank, very fast, very easy to operate. And especially important is to remember that T72s were designed for conscript armies. So they had to be simplified to some degree to make it easy to train conscripts, which are in the Army or in the crew for a relatively short period, become an effective gunner as quickly as possible.
Okay, yeah. We're always told that it's quite a sort of rugged, reliable vehicle. Were there any major mechanical problems with it, engineering issues?
No, not as far as I remember. I was in a lucky position to command the training tank for nearly all of my time in the Army, which meant it was out on exercise for various different companies or battalions within the regiment from Monday to Friday. And it was only usually small things like gaskets, seals had to be replaced or something
the sort of stuff you'd expect.
Normal things, which are unpleasant, certainly in winter, and sometimes where you had to fix them because you needed a few more joints in your arms to get there. But overall, we had very rare full breakdowns where the tank wouldn't move at all. As long as you had batteries and as long as you had compressed air to start the vehicle, that was fine. You could always get it moving somehow.
I think one of the other things about this is these vehicles, if they're worked hard and often, they tend to be more reliable. If they're left in the tank shed for several months, then you're in for a world of problems. But yeah.
Yes, I agree. That was the same actually in the East German Army. Those battle-ready tanks, when they were taken out for exercise after sitting in a hangar for weeks or months, they had much more many more problems than we had in our daily used tanks, effectively daily drivers. And that showed, especially in broken hose pipes, things like that, broken units, because suddenly they were had all the vibrations to deal with, which they didn't have to. So we had more issues on those tanks, but still